Thanks for joining us on the weekend edition of National Focus. I am Prisca Julien. In the headlines, Dominica stands in solidarity with Venezuela, $500,000 for washroom facilities in Bagatelle, and government gives Cochrane $250,000 for small business. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
When you think about it, food is life. That's why people come to Dominica. They don't only come for the waterfall or the scenery or the views, but it's the flavor. Sometimes it is just what they can taste. The flavors that we have here, you can't find anywhere in the world. They are truly unique. I've been in business 17 years, and I see so many guests come and go. My business is to put a smile on their face and something good in their belly. Everything we serve here is local. It comes from all over Dominica. So we get fresh lettuce or vegetable or fish from Saint-Sauveur, all our product from the farm. Sometimes go on the farm and have them pick. The uniqueness of the experience is in how authentic it is. I heard the taxi driver promoting my plantain chips. I said, that's the best plantain chips I ever have. I don't have to go and put on TV. Money is not everything, but leaving customer with a smile, friendly service, and they will come back. This is the real Dominica. I'm just proud to be a part of it. My name is Maurice Smith. They call me Rudy. Tourism is my business.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has called on Dominicans to stand in solidarity with the People's Republic of Venezuela. The Venezuelan government over the past 3 months has had to deal with frequent protest actions from the opposition. Honorable Skerrit says to remain supportive of Venezuela, even in this time of crisis, is a matter of principle.
Venezuela is going through its own challenges. And it is a time when we must stand in even stronger solidarity with Venezuela. Friendship is not what you can get from somebody. Solidarity is not when you are receiving. Friendship is remaining steadfast with that person or that country, notwithstanding what that country may be going through. And we do so as a country, not on ideological reasons, but on principle. We can always negotiate words, but we must never negotiate our principles.
Honorable Skerrit says these acts of violence in any country should be condemned.
For us to sit as a country, as a world, as global institutions, and not condemn violent actions is unbecoming of the world. Irrespective of who is perpetrating this violence, it must be condemned by us, all of us. And this has nothing to do with Petrocaribe, it has nothing to do with Alba, it's simply a matter of principle. And terrorist acts, whether they happen in Dominica, whether they happen in Venezuela, whether they happen in the United States or in the United Kingdom, anywhere in the world, are terrorist acts. And we all have a responsibility and a duty to condemn it.
The nation's leader says despite the challenges which Venezuela is facing, the country continues to assist Dominica. One of Venezuela's recent assistance to Dominica is the Mission Milagro Eye Care Mission. Honorable Skerrit expressed hope for the best of the People's Republic of Venezuela in this time of unrest.
Ambassador, please convey our gratitude to the team and to the President and the people of Venezuela for this most generous gift. And we do hope and pray that the situation in Venezuela will come to a peaceful end, where dialogue will prevail, common sense will prevail, and the rule of law will continue to guide Venezuela in its current and future path.
The Honorable Prime Minister was speaking at a solidarity service to mark the 12th anniversary of Petrocaribe Dominica. In more news, Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Petit Savane constituency, Dr. Kenneth Daru, hopes that the most recent sum of over $580,000 towards washroom facilities in Bagatelle and Forceja will bring his constituency one step closer to achieving Dominica's goals to eliminate pit latrines before the end of 2017. On Friday, the Honorable Member of Parliament attended a contract signing ceremony at the Bagatelle Community Center.
As a medical doctor, first and foremost, as a Minister of Health and also as a citizen of Dominica, I've supported this program full-heartedly. If we talk about the Sustainable Development Goals put forward by the United Nations, Sustainable Development Goal number 6 speaks to clean water and sanitation, meaning that each and every citizen of the world has a right to clean water and sanitation. The government of Dominica, we're well on the way to achieving almost 100%. I think we're into the 90-something% of potable water, meaning water to our citizens. With this bathroom project, the bathroom program, the sanitation program, we are hoping to eliminate all pit latrines by the end of 2017. And by the end of this year, I want to safely say that Bagatelle and Forceja will be the two communities, or the first two communities in Dominica to have completely eliminated pit latrines.
47 washrooms will be constructed with the funds made possible by the Citizenship by Investment program. This would bring the total number of washrooms constructed in Bagatelle and Forceja to approximately 70 since 2015. One contractor had a few words for his fellow community members.
The government of Dominica giving the people such a wonderful achievement like this. So really tears come down right to my heart. And then I want to appeal under the people, like, you all have to maintain these things there because it has maintenance behind it. Yes. Take care of it, and then at the end, that's a success. Thank you.
Chairperson of the Bagatelle Village Council, Angelina Martin, stated that she is pleased to see these projects being executed in the community.
Tears of joy for the recipients of this washroom program. Tears of joy for the contractors who will be employed and the people who will be working with them. Tears of joy of gratitude. Gratitude for the government for initiating such programs, in particular for our community.
Anastasia Defoe, a beneficiary, expressed her gratitude to the parliamentary representative and government.
Many thanks to our Honorable Kenneth Daru. It was very pleasant to come here this morning and see so much people from our committee who is engaged in this program. And very thankful to our Prime Minister, Roosevelt Skerrit. Thank you.
8 contractors will be engaged on that project. Also this news time, plans to upgrade the Loubier to Bagatelle Road is progressing steadily, and residents of that side of the country can look forward to contributing their ideas to enhance the execution of that project. Kimani Sejan reports.
Restoration of broken bridges, placing guardrails along deep drops, and construction of proper drainage to prevent flash flooding. These are some of the interventions government will undertake to make this route leading to the south of the island safer for the thousands who use it. This project is as a result of a £300 million grant from the British government to assist Caribbean islands with the construction of roads, bridges, and ports to help drive economic growth and development in the region. Dominica stands to benefit from over £25 million for the execution of the Loubier to Bagatelle Road project, which was the section of road identified for complete rehabilitation. On Thursday, the Honourable Minister for Public Works, Miriam Blanchard, accompanied by the Honourable Member of Parliament for the Petit Savane constituency, Dr. Kenneth Daru, and the staff of the Ministry of Public Works, toured the route with consultants from the Caribbean Development Bank, which is the executing agency for the fund, and representatives of the Department for International Development of the United Kingdom. Honorable Blanchard says the drive along the route was to point out to the consultants the areas thought to be the most vulnerable as specified in the project document from her ministry.
The consultants here are going to do the feasibility study that will include the identification of interventions along the entire length of road, of what needs to be done to make us more resilient to events like Tropical Storm Erika.
At a town hall meeting in Pishley in March this year, the Public Works Minister announced to residents government's intention to make their roads safer. The Honourable Minister says it is also important to give the communities who will use this route the opportunity to voice their concerns, which will most likely be captured in the design of the new road.
As I indicated back then in Pishley, we will conduct a series of town hall meetings with the residents. This government is interested in working with the residents to understand what your experiences are in order to include that in the design of the project. We think it's important to meet with you, the residents, and very soon we will publicly announce the dates of those town hall meetings so we can hear from you, we can hear what your experiences are, so that those can be included in the feasibility study, so that we can ensure that at the end of this project, we would have catered to your needs. We are a government about the people. We're interested in ensuring that your well-being and your safety, and this is what this project is about, thanks to the generosity of the British government.
Meantime, Honourable Daru says, as a Member of Parliament for the area, he is in a much better place now than almost 2 years ago when Tropical Storm Erika caused much damage to that side of the country. Honourable Daru thanked the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Public Works for government's support in bringing much development to his constituency.
While I don't have any engineering skills and engineering knowledge, but I can surely point out the areas that were severely affected during Tropical Storm Erika, or even prior to that, the most vulnerable areas, and even post that areas that we would see signs of weaknesses that need addressing. So I really want to be grateful, as I said, and thankful to the Minister of Public Works for really facilitating this drive-through. It took a lot from my first day afternoon, but I guess Thursdays are usually constituency days anyway. And I'm pretty sure that the residents of this area, seeing that some flurry of activity they would have seen over the time, people doing the surveys, markings, etc. So that I think it's also a good sign for them that something is happening.
Kimani Serja reporting for GIS News.
Thanks, Kimani. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
I believe in the natural order of things. I believe in the harmony of things. In everything we do, we have to keep it natural. I've been doing farming for now over a decade. My day is very hectic, but I make it light, because I enjoy what I do. I enjoy producing the best quality goods and to make sure that the people that receive it, they receive the best that they can ever get. Right from the farm, everything that I grow, I process them back into the farm so that these same things that grow in the farm is what protects the farm. Tourism is my business. It's not just dealing with the foreigners that come in, but it's preparing those things that when they come, they can feel and taste the difference in coming to this exotic island. And it starts with the farmer, because we provide the things that they eat, that they taste, that they drink. I believe in my heart that it's my responsibility to provide quality. My name is Tony Alves, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Over 40 emerging and existing small businesses in Cochrane have received a sum of $250,000 from government. This as government continues to invest in the small business sector with a view of making this sector a major economic driver.
Today, we'll hand over a check of $250,000 for small business development. That's just for Cochrane alone. And out of that, you'll have about some 40-something of you all receiving assistance for your small business. Ms. Nicholas from the Ministry of Commerce spoke about, the importance of small business and what we have to do with that money. And I urge you as much as possible, use the money wisely for your little business to sustain yourselves. Because things are not easy these days. We don't go around just getting money from friendly governments. It's difficult right now for countries.
The Honourable Member of Parliament for the Roseau Valley, Dr. John Colin McIntyre, presented the cheque to the President of the Cochrane Village Improvement Committee on Thursday.
We want to take this opportunity to thank the government of Dominica, the Prime Minister, and also the Honourable Dr. McIntyre, who is our parrot. We want to thank the Ministry of Commerce for this wonderful cheque they have given us for the small business in Cochrane. And I want to say to the people of Cochrane, this is not a joke. You're dealing with money. This is serious business. We want you to use these monies wisely. It's not because they gave you money and you just go Roseau and just decide to buy stuff. This is to help you in your small business, because in the future, they will be following up on you.
Honourable McIntyre assured those who have not yet received funding that government will make resources available to assist them in the new financial year.
And I want to say to those of you, there's a lot of people who submitted application forms for the small business program. We are dealing with the first set of you. There's something like 40-something of you. That's a lot. Rest assured, everyone who applied, forgetting your color, you will benefit. This is not about politics. This is about trying to help the people of Cochrane raise your level and work with you. So all I want from you this afternoon is for us to cooperate more. Let's try to build Cochrane. Forget this negative program about talking ill of the country, bringing on the country. Let's work together among ourselves, man, for peace and love in the place. And let's, take this country to the next level.
At that same event, a newly rehabilitated road in Dayesente Cochrane, Monica's Highway, was officially opened. GIS will bring you more details on this in Monday's newscast. And finally, this news time, the Discover Dominica Authority has officially congratulated the winners of their #TourismIsMyBusiness social media campaign. The competition, which ran from May 22nd to June 2nd, was part of the activities held by the DDA as part of Tourism Awareness Month 2017. The competition required participants to record a video at their place of work, giving details of their job while creatively describing how their work impacts tourism. CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority and Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, presented the winners with their gifts.
It was part of the campaign to inform and educate people about tourism and to have them take it more personally, and thus you would have seen the tagline, a slight variation from tourism is our business, or tourism is everybody's business, to tourism is my business. So we're pleased today to present prizes to two individuals who competed in the social media contest to video themselves and to indicate why tourism is in fact their business, and to share that with the general population out there.
The head of the Discover Dominica Authority hopes that this will encourage others to participate in future DDA campaigns.
We want to thank them for taking the time out of their schedules to participate in the contest, and certainly hope that their participation encourages other people in the future to do so, all for the benefit of Destination Dominica, so that we can continue to let people know what a wonderful destination this is, and that over the course of the years that they can put Dominica on the consideration set for their vacation.
The first place winner was Kenithia Nicholas of Maboyd's Bar. The second place winner was Kadisha St. Louis of the Government Information Service, and Felicia George and Chanela Dangleben of the Maho Primary School won third place. That's the news. Shaakira Pierre brings us this week's flashback.
Welcome to this week's edition of Flashback. In the headlines this week, the World Development Foundation this week contributed equipment valued at $26,200 to the development of fishing in Casabruce and Saint-Sauveur. The Honourable Member of Parliament for the Casabruce constituency and Minister for Fisheries Johnson Drago says the opportunities afforded through the help of additional equipment will serve as an avenue for life-changing prospects for young men of the community. Also this week, Honourable Parliamentary Representative for the Maho constituency, Raven Blackmore, extended support to culture through a donation of $10,000 to the Sibuli Cultural Group to assist with their travel to Guadeloupe, where they will showcase the traditional dances of Dominica. St. Martin Primary's Adiola Xavier was this week announced as the top performing student in the Grade 6 National Assessment for 2017. The other top performers are Deleon Fontaine of the Temple SDA Primary School, Nyla Alexis of the St. Martin Primary School, Carol Joseph of the St. Martin Primary School, and Carlissa George of the St. Martin Primary School. The Caribbean Water and Sewage Association in Kawasa convened for the 5th Caribbean Water Operators Conference at the Fortune Hotel this week. Stakeholders were called on to adopt the positive practices of their sister countries to ensure the positive growth of the utility companies. We also learned this week that entrepreneurs of the Collio constituency received financial support for small business in the amount of $450,000. This amount is in addition to $394,000 previously disbursed in the month of June. And on Wednesday, Bellevue-Chopin Village Council received $150,000 to assist 26 small businesses in the community. Honorable Darrow is hopeful that these new businesses will continue to grow and capitalize on the influx of over 1,000 residents when the Petitsa-Van resettlement project is complete. On Thursday, Petro-Carib held a solidarity service to mark its 12th anniversary of the Petro-Carib Energy Cooperation Agreement. Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit expressed deep gratitude for the work of PDVSA Carib and Venezuela in Dominica. These were some of the headline stories making the news this week. For details of each of these stories and others, visit our website or Facebook page. Back to you, Prisca.
Shaakira Pierre also brings us the Creole highlights.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit a crié à si Dominica pour debout fort et puis People's Republic of Venezuela. À ce mois là qui passé, moun qui pour opposition là ka proteste. Premier ministre l'a dit pour debout fort et puis Venezuela actuellement à temps ça là c'est principe. Honorable Skerrit dit c'est ak ça là en n'importe pays ni pour condamner. Il aussi dit en même temps la Venezuela ni crisis yo ka toujours assister Dominique. Yon manière qui Venezuela ouais de Dominique par yon longtemps, c'est puis mission zie là. Premier ministre la te ka parler pendant yon cérémonie pour recogniser 12e anniversaire Petro-Carib Dominique. À d'autres nouvelles, le gouvernement a fait presque $6,000 available pour bâtiment privé à Bagatelle. Vendredi, une cérémonie prend place à Community Center Bagatelle pour faire présentation check là à Village Council là. 8 contracteurs qui ont engagé à travailler là pour faire 47 privés. Le gouvernement a assuré une mission pour éradiquer toute petite latrine à Dominique par finissement l'année 2017.
Pour moi, ça c'est très significant parce que esprit comme ministre santé, nous savons que c'est danger, c'est risque outside latrine, petite latrine qui pose pour santé monde. Et bien, nous savons que United Nations Sustainable Development Goals says que tout le monde là, ça c'est un doyenné potable water, clean water and sanitation. So là, nous lancons le programme ça là, des années passées, avec monter qu'à ouest, c'est même opposition. Nous ça nous t'ai fait parce que au cas où il y avait mon secteur de parler de ces monde bénéficiaires, ces monde nerveux, quand on comment compte, je content.
Charmendi faut c'est yon qui bénéficie de programme ça là. Il remercie le gouvernement pour prévenir neuf là, yo ka bâti bay.
Je dis bonjour une fois encore. Je dis merci pour le gouvernement Dominique, Roosevelt Skerrit, et parler nous, Dr. Kenneth Darrow. Je remercie bon Dieu pour eux autant parce que sans eux, nous ne pouvons pas ça nous avons souffert aujourd'hui. As on behalf vraiment, je dis merci parce que il même pas ça fait pourquoi et moi-même pas en position pour montrer que ça fait rien bail. So son gros help, un gros support. So on fait encore mon dit merci et me commander bon Dieu pour bénir gouvernement Roosevelt Skerrit et par rep nous et pour tout le monde qui a recevoir faciliter ça. À son bon bagage, so nous dit merci on behalf of you tout.
Honorable Darrow dit presque $12 millions j'ai à dépenser à communauté Bagatelle pour différents projets en village Sala. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
Coming up next, more tips on what to do before and during a hurricane. If a hurricane is likely in your area, you should avoid using the phone except for serious emergencies. Have a certain amount of cash available. If power is lost, ATMs may not be working. And also turn off utilities if instructed by authorities to do so. Otherwise, turn the refrigerator thermostat to its coldest setting and keep its doors closed. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.